Hello, YouTube. This is my week 5 power rankings, and I'm still continuing my unbiased power ranking list. The things that started this channel heading into the sports direction, and the thing that started to help my channel actually grow. If y'all have been here for a while, y'all know the rules. If y'all haven't, well, here you go. First, I look at the point score of the offense and defense. I rank the offense based on runs scored, uh, points scored this football, and I rank defense based on points allowed. And I rank them from lowest to highest, and when it comes to the combined score. If that's tied, I look at their win-loss record. If that's tied, the point differential. If that's tied, the win streak. If that's tied, the head-to-head. If that's almost tied because they tied the game, or they're division rivals, so and they split. I look at the schedule difficulty. If that's tied, I just do a coin toss. Then you got the New York Jets right here. They are clearly the worst team. They're down at the bottom when it comes to points scored and points allowed, 31st and 30th. So it's not really there. They're a winless team. Not much argument there. Let's just kind of move on. 31, Houston Texans, another winless team. They're also there on the bottom, just a little bit higher than the Jets, 27th and 27th. 0 and 4, yeah, just whatever, 54 points to the 61 points of the Jets. Then you got the Washington football team, and 30th in defense, but a little bit better than the Jets when it comes, and the Texans when it comes to their offense, with scoring 112, 20, which is 22nd in the league. And they actually do have a win as well. So, yeah, they're going to be above them. But the Washington football team is still one of the worst teams. That win is clearly a fluke. Then you got the Giants back to an 0-4 team. Another bad team. They're, especially when it comes to offense, the worst scoring offense in the league. Their defense, not so much. If they can start getting their offense somewhat a lot running, they're 13th in points allowed. So, just saying, that team could turn it around if their offense can turn it around. You got the Detroit Lions. Their problem seems to be more on the defense, though their offense is doing much favors. They're 16th, right smack dab in the middle. Still, the defense is the biggest problem, allowing 29 points. But they do have a win here. And then another team with one win, you got the Jacksonville Jaguars. Their win is also looking like a fluke, but they're better. They're doing a lot better than some of the teams that are below them on this list. You have the Philadelphia Eagles, 26th, one win, two losses, and a tie. Yeah, every single flippin' NFC East team doesn't even make the top half, because the Cowboys are also in the bottom half here. They are leading their division despite only having one win. NFC East is just trash right now. Then you got the Atlanta Falcons, another trash winless team, 0-4. Their offense, again, seems to be good. Matt Ryan doing good. They're 12th in scoring, but then their defense is bullcrap. And what was it, like 3 weeks in a row where they had a lead? 2 weeks at least in a row where they had a huge lead and they blew it. This one, I don't even think they ever got the lead. Denver Broncos got their first win of the season this week. They got to move up the rankings a little bit. They're doing a little bit better, but they're still not really a good team. They're extremely injured. Their defense seems to be doing a lot better than their offense, though. 15th in defense, 26th in offense. But they do have a win. They got their first win of the season. And then you got the Minnesota Vikings. They got their first win of the season. And their offense, again, lit up. And their defense, still trash. 106 points scored, 125 points allowed, 12th and 26th. Yep. Then you got the Chargers. They had their first win earlier, it seems. And their defense seems to be doing really well. It's their offense that's struggling. Yeah. Their offense is still struggling. It doesn't seem like Philip Rivers was holding this team back. It just seems like this team just sucks. And then, like I said, the Dallas Cowboys, the fourth. This is the fourth team. We already passed the football team. We already passed the Eagles. We already passed the Giants. Now we're at the Cowboys, 1-3. All four of them don't even make the top half. The NFC East is just trash this year. And for the Cowboys, it's not their offense, is as we've been told time and time again, as we've seen time and time again. If you've been following the Cowboys, it's their defense. They're 32nd. They're the worst in points allowed. They've allowed the most points in the NFL this year, but they're third in scoring. They only have one win. It's because their defense can't hold the other person down. If their defense was just a little bit better, they'd have at least 2-2. You got the Miami Dolphins, another one-win team. Theirs is just kind of flip flop. They're just random. It's Fitz magic. He's either gonna go in and be good or he's gonna go in and be trash. But they're one-win team. We still haven't even seen a team with 2 wins yet. But it's still early on in the list, and it's still early on in the season. Next, you got the Carolina Panthers, the first team with 2 wins, a 500 record, a not a losing record. Holy cow! Took all the way to 19. They're 16th in points scored, 19th in points allowed. Doesn't really matter. They're still kind of a bad team, but they did kind of win. Then you got the Raiders, another 2-2 team. Wow. They're 10th in actually scoring offense, so that's actually pretty darn good. But not really on defense. Their defense is still down there. But you know what? Oh well. Next, you got the Titans. They are 6th in points allowed, but that could be because they're missing a week. And then they're 27th in points scored, but again, that could be because they're missing a week. So they kind of fell down because they're missing a week. They're 3-0. I know they're a lot lower than they should be, but they're missing a week and it's unbiased, and I can't change the rules. That's just how it be. Now we're at the midway point, and these are supposed to be the good teams. We're at the Cincinnati Bengals, the first team that's supposed to be a good team, and it comes up with a 1-win team. Wow. Oh well. But they scored 99 points. They've allowed 99 points. They're 16th in points scored, 16th in points allowed, and they're ranked 16th. So I guess it's kind of cool. Oh, and you know what? Yeah, 32 points. Again, times 2. It's just a lot of 16 here. Here's a midway team. Then you got the Cleveland Browns, who are 15th despite being 3-1. They are 4th in points scored and 27th in points allowed, though that could be based on the one game against the Cowboys. But again, so as the season progresses, it may even out a little bit more. The defense may go up, their offense may go down. We will see. Next, you got the Chicago Bears. Their offense is, as predicted, not doing so hot. 23rd in the league, and their defense, as predicted, is doing a lot better. Then it's 8th in the league in points allowed. So it is how it is. They're 3-1. They're ranked they fell down to the 14th spot. Now you got the Saints, who are in the 13th spot, 2-2. You're getting closer to the top 10. Their point differential is 0 because they've allowed 123 and they've scored 123. Their offense is 5th, but the defense is 25th. Typical Saints. Good offense, terrible defense. That's why they keep losing in the postseason. Next, you got the New England Patriots. They kind of fell, but that's because they lost Cam Newton. I'm sure if they had Cam, they would have won. They would have won. And then not only would they have won, but not only would they have won, but they'd be higher up on the list. Their offense would be a lot better. Their defense is ranked 9th now, but their offense fell all the way down to 20th. Lost Cam for 1 week and all the way down to 20. But this is only 4 games. If this was like later in the season, they would not have fallen that hard. I don't think, at least. Pittsburgh Steelers, again, they're missing a week, so theirs is just kind of a bit weird because they have 1 week that's different. So the defense is a lot higher than it probably would be, but that's still a pretty good defense, second. And their offense is a lot lower than it probably would be, 27th. So we will just see as, things start to even out again. And now we're finally in the top 10. And in there, the Cardinals are somehow there. Don't know how, but they are. They're 2-2. Their defense are honestly pretty darn good. Their defense is a sneaky, underrated defense. People are talking about that offense. Yeah, look at that. They're 9th in points allowed. That's a sneaky, underrated defense right now. Then you got the Seattle Seahawks at 9th. And clearly it's because of that offense, because that defense is still giving up too many points. But they are 4-0 because of Russell Wilson in that offense. They've scored the second most points in the league. The second most. Yes, as hot as that offense is, they're still not even the best offense out there. Buffalo Bills, their offense actually has been pretty hot too. Josh Allen has been doing pretty decent, though last week, not so much. As you can see, they fell down to 5th. But even so, they're still undefeated. But, just not as good as other undefeated teams, it appears. Or even 3-1 teams like the Los Angeles Rams, where their defense is really good and their offense is really good. 12th offense and 7th in defense. The Bills' defense was clearly not up there. And this is the team with the best offense right now. Their defense is 18th. Their defense could do a little better. But the first offense, the most points scored out of any team right now, 152 points through 4 weeks. That's just amazing. A 51 point differential. The Green Bay Packers just have the best offense right now, and Aaron Rodgers is just tearing up the league. He is angry. Next, we get to the top 5, which at the end of the year, the top 5 should be your Super Bowl contenders, teams that are most likely to make it. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yes, the Buccaneers are likely to make the Super Bowl, though I doubt it. Has nothing to do with their talent. It has to do with the fact that teams don't really make the Super Bowl when their city's the host. But their offense is really good, 8th, and their defense is really good, 9th. So they are definitely Super Bowl contenders. Then you got the Colts, who are also Super Bowl contenders. And why is that? Well, first of all, it's because of their underrated defense, allowing the fewest points. But also because of what I'm just calling the Chargers curse. You had Eli Manning drafted by the Chargers. He left immediately, won 2 Super Bowls. You had Drew Brees, who played for the Chargers, left, and then, he went on to win a Super Bowl. And now you have Phillip Rivers, who left the Chargers. And now he joined the Colts, and now I just kind of went, oh, wow, following that pattern, he's probably going to win the Super Bowl too. And so, there's that. And the Colts, they really do have the best defense right now. Again, another underrated defense. Now we get to the top 3, and these are, at the end of the year, if you're in the top 3, you are a favorite to win it all. In 3rd place, you have the San Francisco 49ers. Yes, not only are they could they make it back to the Super Bowl, but they could still win it. They still have a really good offense, though it is just outside the top 10. And they do have a top 5 defense, ranked 4th. Though they are still only 2-2. Again, this is still early on in the season. Things could change. We will see. And in 2nd place, we got the Baltimore Ravens. Yes, they fell down to 2nd. They do have a very high top 10 offense still and a top 5 defense, but they are not the most well-rounded overall team anymore. So who would it be this time? Well, right now, it is the Chiefs. And no, they don't have a top 5 or whatever offense. Right now, their offense is ranked only 9th, as shocking as it is. With Mahomes and Andy Reid, they're up this high thanks to their defense, which is ranked 3rd. Amazing, right? That is not what you would expect from the Chiefs, but that's what's going on right now. And they are completely undefeated. Again, things could change. It's still early on. And this is unbiased, going based on stats. And stats, as the season prolongs, you're going to get more of an idea of how the teams really are. So, I guess I'll see y'all later.